All right, guys. Good morning, good evening, or good day, wherever you guys are listening off my music. Welcome to another episode of Global Talk. I think it's episode 19. And I'm your host, by the way. My name is Jonathan. I'm a registered nurse from Las Vegas, Nevada. And I do this kind of show. The purpose of the Global Talk is to scrutinize and to find out the journey of many of our successful business owners in our community. And tonight, I'm very ecstatic for very ecstatic. I can even talk today to introduce to you one of my idol in the community. Let me bring her in. Welcome, Coach Gilda. You want to introduce yourself?
I don't. I don't.
I know.
Hi, Jonathan. Hello, everybody. Good evening from my side of the world.
All right. Let me actually mention about how I found you. I have been seeing your post for like a long time. It's like your posts are what do you call this? It hit directly. Diba? Yung mga ganun post, it's like it's targeted posts, which is I love. And then I started stalking you, and then finally I got you and a couple of coaches formed the Deg Hub,
Yes.
and luckily I was able to join, and here we are. All right.
I'm Wow. I'm so happy to know that. I mean, that's the purpose of our business pages, right? And that's
Yes.
good. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Jonathan.
and coach, can you just mention about where you are right now? You're in the Philippines, right?
Yes, I am. I would like to say mabuhay to all my kabayans out there. I
Yes.
am a Filipina by heart and by soul. So I'm based here in the Philippines right now. I don't know if you guys know where Pasig is. It's near Ortigas Center. I guess the Filipinos would know where that is. And
Yes,
so
yes.
yeah, so that's where I am right now in the Philippines.
In the Philippines, I'm here in Nevada. It's early in the morning, and I don't know if you guys can hear my dog. He's snoring in the backyard. Well, anyway, coach, let's begin. Please tell us, who is Coach Gilda before becoming one of the success story in this business?
All right. So briefly, I used to work in the corporate arena for over 20 years,
Wow.
and of course, I started uh, and rose up the ranks, and I retired or I resigned as a bank manager in one of the biggest banks 8 years ago.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
that was who I was before I found this business.
Well, like you, being a registered nurse is actually my second career. I used to
Oh,
fly. I used to be one of the in-flight. I worked for many airlines. My first degree is tourism, and I had that in when I was in Hawaii, and then I worked for many different airlines as well.
that's
And
my dream job. I wanted to be a flight attendant when I
I'm
was younger.
short for a flight attendant. I'm short, but I was able to do it. They said you have a big personality. It's like, thank you.
Ah,
All right, coach. But being successful in your career, your initial career, but what motivated you to step into the world as a business in the digital business ownership? What made you do it?
well, aside from the fact that I did not know at all what else to do in my life but to work, 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 because this is the thing that my parents did. So they've been a very, very dedicated employee for all their lives as well. So that is what I was seeing majority of my life. So that was the only way I knew how to make a living.
Mm,
And when life happened 8 years ago, I will not go into details anymore because it's going to take, forever to give you this story. But I had to make sure that I had to prioritize my youngest son, who was 3, 4 years old during that time, and there was something that I needed to act on and make a decision on. And so
Mm,
that was the motivation. And so I started looking for things that I could do, just to make sure that it fitted the lifestyle that I was creating. Lifestyle, which means the routine of being around my son most of the time, being flexible. And so, a 9 to 5 job didn't cut that. So I knew
yeah.
I had to look for something else.
Yeah, for me, ever since the last global crisis, we luckily
Mm,
we survived through that, and then but all our savings got wiped out. So I started looking for something to. It's either I'm gonna find two more part-time jobs while I'm doing my full-time, but that's gonna have like a physical toll on my body.
it will,
It's
yeah.
yeah. But so I started looking online, and luckily, no, before that, I found many uh,
Online
online, yeah.
jobs as well.
Right. They
Okay.
promise like the rainbows, butterflies, everything, get
The
rich.
moons and the
Yeah,
stars.
get rich scheme, but
Oh, okay.
and then I'm smart enough. So I found this business. It presented to me, and then I took action, and here we are. And
Great.
that's one of the best decision I ever made in my life. So, all right, coach. I know there's a lot of difficulties because coming from the medical field, I do not
Ah,
have any marketing background, any background when it comes to business. So for you, what obstacles or difficulties you experienced early on, and
yeah,
how did you overcome?
yeah, Jonathan, luckily for me, I was already in the marketing field. I was in sales and marketing,
Ah,
ever since. So, magaling ako mambola ng mga kliyente ko. Joke lang. Joke lang, joke. Peace. But we might have my clients here as well. No, joking aside, I was really used to selling the products of the company that I was working for. I've been with a lot of companies when I was working,
mhm.
and marketing and sales was something that I could just do with my eyes closed. But the thing is, just like you, I did not have a business background because, as I
Mhm.
mentioned to you, my mom and my dad, all their lives, they've been working. And so that's the only thing I also knew what to do. And when you have that background and when you have 20 years of that,
Mhm.
you have to try to erase that type of thinking or way of, going through life. But
Yes.
it did help me a lot when it came to the routine, like the discipline, right? But the challenges that I had was being able to make sure that, you know, uh, I had to make sure that I had that commitment and dedication, because once you are a digital entrepreneur or a business owner, you have all the time in the world. I mean,
Yes.
you know,
I
the
agree.
bed is just over there, so it's just so easy for you to say, "Oh, forget it. I'm just tired. I can just do it later. I'll just do it tomorrow." And so those were the things that I was having a hard time adjusting to, because I
Mhm.
also had a lot of obligations at home, like attend to my son, schooling. Um, it's very difficult when you're, they say, a stay-at-home mom,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
for that matter. But I was a stay-at-home mom, but I was also working from home, right? So it's more difficult that way because you have a lot of challenges when that happens. And so um, it's very ironic because they say that you have to change the way you are going to
Yeah.
shift you and transition onto the digital platform, right? But it's also good to think of this business, treat it like a job. When I say that, because we need to make sure that we have a routine going for us, we need to make sure that we have that commitment, dedication, and when it's in place, then you don't have to worry, but you need to create that first. And that's what I needed to bring out in me, and make sure that my mindset and my way on how I was going to deal with my everyday routine was going to be dedicated for my business, and make sure that there was an allotted time by hook or by crook, I needed to make sure I was there in front of my computer, checking on my
Yes.
business. But I didn't need 8 hours a day. I only, of course, had to attend to it 2 to 3 hours a day. And that was the beauty of what we have, right? You know that.
Oh yeah. Well, like what you said, the best part for me, the best part of our business is you can stagger all that 3 hours throughout the day. If you have like me, I check up on my business on my lunch, on my
Yeah,
vacation
I was going to
breaks.
say that. I was going to say that I see you checking on your business in your car or during your
Yes,
break.
like yeah,
Galing.
I do my other engagement in my car, and then I always tell them if I'm live, this is my office most of the day.
Yeah,
So
that's the convenience. Yeah, it's
yes,
really good.
we have here it's May. That's right. And
Yes,
consistency is the key. That's
that's
true.
true. That's true.
You mentioned about you mentioned about mindset earlier.
Hmm.
We hold on. We were what did she say? Stagger the time. Yep. Thanks, coach. And then you mentioned about mindset and how important it is to run this kind of business, right?
Yeah.
So we were um my group last night we did a go live and then we talked about the mindset of a rich man and a poor man.
Okay. All
And
right.
you know, it's really when it comes to the mindset of handling money, handling the wealth.
Uh-huh.
Uh the rich man point of view is if I have $100, I will think of something to invest.
Yes.
But in a poor man, I have $100. What can I buy?
Yeah.
Right? So in this business, I also learn to actually jump into the next question, the important skill. This relates to what we're talking about. A very good mindset to have while running this type of business is important because that's how you it's the way you approach your business and how
Yeah.
you can prepare in a long term. What about
Yeah.
you, coach? What is the important skill you think is the best?
Well, the good thing about a skill is that it can be learned.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
it's not inborn. So when you say what is the most important skill, as a marketer, a digital marketer, I think it's the creativity in us because all of us have that. To be honest with you, I never knew that I could actually create contents like how I create them now, and with
I know.
all the platforms that we have, a lot of help that we can get, and with the training,
Mhm.
not to forget about that. I know that creativity, our creative juice, once you get it started, you are going to be blown away by how creative our brains, our minds can get. And so
Yes.
I've always encouraged a lot of people, once I get to talk to them, I mentor them, I coach them, and I always tell them, we have, well, one of my favorite is Canva, and I'm sure that is
Oh,
also one of
yes.
yours.
Yes.
And right now they just created numerous upgrades
Oh
with
God, have you
on
seen the new
how
part?
they're going to create content. Oh my goodness.
It
And I was
blew
just
me
in the
away.
it's a no it's I was just attending one of the videos that they had in YouTube, because YouTube has a lot of things that you can learn, right? So this is part of what I do. I go to YouTube and I watch some things on how to create in Canva, because I'm going to be using it anyway, and
Yeah,
this is what I do. And once I get to learn it and experiment on it, I also share it with the people that are asking for, I feel like people are having struggles with what to post, how to post, where to start, and all that. And so I just say, just start it. Your
yeah.
creative juices will
Juice will
come out,
flow. Yeah.
and it's a process. Um, each and every time that we start something, we start small, right? We start with errors, we start with
Oh,
mistakes, and the only best way for us to improve is to have those experiences. They say that practice makes perfect. I've said this before. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes improvement. And when you practice and you practice, you get to improve in a lot of things.
yes.
And once you're okay, then you pass it on to the people
Somebody
that
else.
are part
Yeah.
of the digital space as well, like our community, and it benefits more people that way. And so
Yeah.
experience is always the ultimate learning tool for all of us. So with your question, I think it's the creativity in each and every one of us which can be learned,
Yes.
and you can actually grow and improve in that part of the skill.
All right. A little bit of side comment here. For those of you who are still thinking of um, diving into the digital space, this is the perfect time because right now you have so many applications, so many programs that can make your journey easily, and automation is the key. So
That's true.
you don't even have to worry. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? We will all teach you guys. So,
Yeah.
all right, Coach. We all here in our community. What is a servant leader? But in your description, what is it? What's a servant leader?
Oh wow. That is the best topic that I'd like to talk about, and I could go on and on and
Oh,
on
please
because
do. Let's
one
wake
one
the
of the
entire
things,
world.
yeah, one of the things that I have, like, I don't know if we're going to be taking it up, but I'm just going to touch on it a bit right now. My long-term goal is actually to have more time in service. So that's one of the reasons why, aside from having that time with the family, more travel, experience, and time to serve the community and the church. And so servant leadership, I believe, is um, it's innate in us.
Yeah.
We have the compassion. All of us have that compassion to actually help other people, especially as Filipinos. You know how we are. And for me, of course, you need to help yourself, and that's the
Of
reason why I
course.
have this business,
Yeah.
because you cannot give what you don't have, right? So servant leadership means even if you are not going to earn anything from this particular project, or just like a community volunteer work, right?
Mhm.
Or the church volunteer work that I do as well. I don't earn anything from that. But since I know for a fact that this is paying it forward, and this is what God has always intended for us to do, is to share and make sure that we look out for each other. And servant leadership is that as well. And I know that you understand where I'm coming from. That is the reason why we created this DEG hub. It's the Digital Entrepreneurs Global Hub, wherein there are different people from different groups, and we don't even earn from anything. We don't earn anything from each other, but yet we have cultivated a culture of people that are, so much eager to share what they know, what they've learned, and I really love it. I really love it. And so I know that servant leadership is within our group that we are in. I'm just so happy that I'm part of this
Oh yeah, me
community
too.
that we have right now.
Me too. Just like you, Coach. I started. Let me talk about my why when I started this business. My why is like everybody else, to have a comfortable retirement, to
Hmm.
provide for the family and stuff. But as the time went by, and then it changed. It morphed into something deeper. For me, my ultimate goal is to, other than being successful in this business, my ultimate goal. That's why I formed my private group, the Dream
Okay.
Movers. Our mission is to actually be on top of the business, in order for us to help and do medical mission in the Philippines, in Brazil, in whatever. And
Nice.
especially I want to help those kids that has like cleft palates, or older folks that cannot even provide for themselves, or they can't even get a new dentures. And
Oh,
some of the people already connected with me, a couple of physicians, medical people, and one of the my maybe like two interviews ago, Juan Paulo connected me, or will be connecting me to his friend Dennis, that does medical mission as well. So everything is coming
nice.
into place, and I would love to have you doing that too.
Yeah, you know what? Just an idea of what part of the things that I have been visioning. I mean, I was thinking that, when we become, when you guys who are in the States and in Canada, we I was thinking that we should have an island, and we should be building a community there wherein we're going to provide food, provide work for, we can set up
Services.
a hospital there, a school there,
Oh
and
gosh,
help a
I
community.
actually got
I was
goosebumps.
thinking about, my gosh, I was thinking about that as well. Like, it's a long-term goal, but I know it can be possible because of this business, and that's why
Mhm.
I'm so excited for all of us
Yeah,
to create something like this later on.
and who was that? Coach Lilibet said that.
Uh-huh.
Um, Let me see here. My dad's looking down. uh, she said that it's okay to offer people, oh, I'm gonna help you, and
Uh,
then, but it's not okay to tell them I'm gonna help you and then just stop their back.
yeah.
You have to give them something, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's like what you're saying is, you don't give them fish, you teach them how to
How to
fish so
fish.
that they will
Correct.
survive a lifetime, right?
That's correct. Yes. And all right, moving on. How would you describe the ultimate measure of success in our business?
I guess
Lalim?
that would be it.
Okay.
Being able to have that time and resources and time. I think time is the ultimate goal that we all want to achieve. Being able to do the ultimate desire and the vision that we all wish for our kababayans as well, especially here in the Philippines,
Oh
because
yeah.
it's a third world country, right? So
Mhm.
I've talked to a lot of people that have also the same vision, and I'm that's the reason why I say, when we have when we are now helping other people, and when we have that capacity, na we are not worried about ourselves anymore because we are now helping more people. I think that is ultimately the success of this business, and I know for a fact that it will happen, and we just need 3 to 5 years of this business. You know that, right? And we'll be set for
Consistency,
life.
yeah. Consistency, and like any other. I'm not just talking about our business, but in any type of business, career, whatnot. There's always an ups and down. The important thing is during your down, you never quit.
Yeah,
You always want to push through.
absolutely.
My thing, if I'm on that my status, I always want to reach out to someone so I can help them.
Yeah.
That kind of like remove that negativity in my mind.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean,
Yeah.
when you start helping other people and they feel uplifted, you feel good about it, right? And so
Yes,
the
yes.
negativity that you have will eventually be erased, right? Yeah, that's a nice way to deal with that.
I know. I just did it like 2 days ago. All right, Coach. Can you share some memorable moments or milestones that you've achieved?
Oh, you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Um, we met in August in Calgary, Canada.
That
I know
was
you've been to the other
in Las
convention in
Vegas.
Las Vegas, right? But since you're in the US, that was like a short trip to Las Vegas, and you're there, right? But being able to attend the convention, the business convention that we had in August in Calgary, that for me was a milestone, and the most memorable moment for me in the business, and
Mm,
being able to meet all of our business partners who are also, have gone ahead of us, and being able to hear their story and how they are giving us these advices on,
yep.
just how to continue with the business is was magical for me, because I was just in the midst of successful people,
Yeah,
and
I know.
they also started where
Where
everybody
you started.
started, and so
Yeah.
that is why we know that this will really work for anybody who is going to commit to the
Yeah.
business.
Well, the great part also is the business model that we use, they
Yeah.
use, and then we're using. So it's the
Yeah.
same business model. That means as long as you follow it, everything will happen.
And even some of our business partners are not even highly educated. I'm not demeaning, I'm not putting anybody down here, but as we mentioned, right, it's of all ages, of all backgrounds. You don't even need to an education, a masteral degree or whatever. You don't even need that. And you,
No,
when you see a lot of them that are successful in the business, you get inspired and you
that's right.
say, oh my gosh, so it's really doable.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all right. Let me see here. All right, coach. This is like non-business related, but maybe you can relate this to your business. Any particular event or any story that you can share with us that actually touched your heart while running this business?
We have so many business owners, as we mentioned a while ago, people that are not financially connected with you, but eventually when you get to talk to them and they tell you that they have sparked an inspiration, they have created that motivation because of what they heard from you or how
Mhm.
you have helped them. I think I think that is one of the most touching moments when you get to hear that as a mentor, as a coach. It's really, it drives you to uh, give out more, and it's the fuel of each and every
Mhm.
one of us
Yeah.
when we get to hear stories like that, because in the corporate arena, people don't actually praise you for doing good,
No.
because
Mm-mm.
most of them are really trying to get ahead of you,
Yeah.
right? And so
You're
it's
supposed to do it. So they want.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things that I think, that has changed the way on how we are dealing with people, because of what we have experienced here, when people are growing and
Mhm.
improving in their field as well, in their businesses, because of a little touch of what you did in their lives. So I'm grateful. I'm very, very grateful.
That's very nice. I have a short story too. It's like probably last year, this older lady from, where is she from? I believe it's in Canada. So she messaged me, and then she said, what is it? What's your business about? So I explained it to her, and then done. She vanished into thin air, right? And then this the
Like a
beginning.
bubble.
Yeah, the beginning of the year, she messaged me back. I have been watching, and
Oh.
I think I'm ready. But give me time, and actually, I'm saving up. And when I'm there, when I'm ready, I will message you again, and let's take this journey together. And then I dropped the call, and then it's like, oh wow. So that's the power of what we do. We change people's life. Even though you guys don't realize it, we are touching
Yeah,
people's lives, and that's a big deal. See, I got goosebump again. I remember her.
yeah.
All
You
right,
never
go.
know who you're going to touch, right?
Yeah.
You never know. You never know. So we are all genuinely being authentic, and I think that's the key.
Hmm.
Just be yourself, and you'll never know who you're going to touch. Yeah.
That's right. All right, coach. Your ultimate goal. I know you mentioned it earlier. 3 to 5 years. What is that in details? What is your ultimate goal?
Well, well, it has been a dream of mine to actually live abroad. I've always wanted
Ooh,
to live in
where?
Canada or in New Zealand. I've been planning
Ooh,
all this ever since 1992. But I
Canada
think
is
God
nice.
has a better plan for me, and I think what He wants is for me to just, stay put, because He's going to provide for the things that I need so that I can travel around the world,
There
right?
you go.
So in three
Yeah.
to 5 years, I wish to be able to have, I think all of us have this. I mean, I still have debts that I need to pay out. We have to be honest about that.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I need also to be able, I know in 3 to 5 years, my ultimate goal is to be freed from all these debts. You know, all the credit cards are all paid out, right? And
Yes.
being able to have a house on a hill overlooking a lake.
With the white fence. With the white
And
fence.
kukuya-kuyakoy na lang tayo sa swing, di ba? No, just kidding. And I think in 3 to 5 years, it's exciting to really envision that, because I know a lot of our business partners have already done it in
Oh,
that
yeah.
span of
In that,
time, like three
yep,
to
yep.
five years. It was doable. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, me too. In 3 to 5 years, I always mention this. I want to experience like you wake up in the morning, you just sit on the side of your bed, and then you just say, should I go to Paris or should I go to Rome? Kind of thing. So
yeah.
that,
Let's have coffee in Paris. I
yeah.
mean, that's I
oth-
think that's the thing that.
Other than waking up, it's like, oh goodness, I have to pay this two bills today. So I want that, just to that stage. All right, let's end this show, Coach. Any message you want to give to those who keep going back and forth about starting their own online business?
I'm gonna talk to two types of people. I'm gonna talk to the people that are in the corporate arena, in the corporate workforce, who
Hmm.
are, of course, in need of the extra income, right? And just like Jonathan, who is working a full-time job, you basically wanted to find that other resource so that you can have extra income, right?
Yeah.
And you did not go looking for another job that you need to travel to and spend another 4 or 8 hours, I think. I don't know, for you
So,
to have that
yeah.
extra income, because that is a norm for a lot of people in the US and in the States, in Canada, I believe.
Mhm.
And I know that it is somehow very scary for others that are not familiar. Just like myself, I don't have a business background, and so I did not know that there was such a business like our business. And I would like to explain to everybody that you might want to compare this to a traditional franchise business, because when you are working 9 to 5 and you need extra income, having another traditional franchise business is not going to do that much for you, because it's going to take up a lot of your time, and it's just going to bring out a lot of effort as well. And so the reason why I'm comparing it to a traditional franchise business is because our business is similar to that. It's just
Mhm,
that we
mhm,
don't have a physical store. We don't need a physical store. And so it's something that we want people to understand, that our business is comparable to a traditional franchise. It's just that take away the store, the traditional, the physical store, and take away the manpower, and take away all the what do you call this, the rentals, right, the supplies. And so for me, I believe, if you're going to get into a business or trying to get a second source of income, our business is the best way to do that, because I would probably describe it as it's very convenient, it's
mhm.
very affordable, and it is very efficient. So when you have those three, compare it to a traditional franchise business, you cannot have convenience, because you need to monitor and be there physically, right? Every now and then, if your manpower is not going to come in, you're going to have to go and sit there and do it
On your
yourself.
own, exactly. Yep, yep.
Affordable. Did you know that I was going through some, there's a lot of content creators on TikTok and
I
Reels,
guess a
and I
lot.
get so many information from them. A franchise here in the Philippines, when it comes to, I don't know if you know what Potato Corner is. It's the
Yeah, yeah,
French fries.
yeah.
A minimum of 300,000 is their franchise fee, right? But
Wow.
when you want to put it up, like in a mall, or there's a different type of kiosk, right?
Mhm.
And he actually put one up, and it cost him 800,000. All right,
Wow.
so the franchise fee, the reason why it's that expensive, it's because of the system that they have. It's proven, right? And the reason why we are emphasizing on this proven system is because this is what we have. And you
Mhm.
don't even have to uh, put out 800,000, 300. No, you don't have to do that to start off this business. And so that is the reason why I compare it to a traditional franchise business. All right. So I am talking to two people, right? The first, I'm talking to the corporate people, the people that are looking for second source of income. This is the right one for you because you just need
Yes.
2 to 3 hours a day for it. The
Yes.
second one would be the existing digital business owners that we have right now. Digital entrepreneurs, I would call them, because our business is so innovative. A business owner is somebody that does the traditional buying and selling, and that's a business owner. When we call ourselves entrepreneurs, we're very innovative. We try out new things, and being able to have this digital business means we have a system that is in place. You do not have to buy the system, the email, everything. I mean, we have this with a one-time fee only, and it's lifetime. Can you imagine that? And you already have everything bundled up. It's like a one-stop shop, and all you have
Right.
to do is show up. Show up
Yeah,
on your business page.
exactly.
Isn't that
Yeah.
amazing? I mean, it's just very convenient, right? And it's very affordable because you can start off. Oh my gosh, it's just maybe a quarter or something, very less than the traditional businesses that out there, and it's
Yeah.
very efficient because we have the system in place. So
All
a lot
right.
of things
Thank
we
you.
consider, right? Plug and play,
Plug and
yes.
play, Amy. And then at Young's portable business. Thanks for saying that. Well, that's true, Coach. But the best feature that I really like about what we do, what our system is the portability. If I go to for a vacation in the Philippines, I still have my business running in the background. If I'm working for my full time, it's still working for me when I'm asleep. So basically, you have this machine who keeps on working while you're living your life. That's the best part. You don't have to, like what you said. You mentioned about traditional business. You don't have to clock in and out. Oh, I have to go to the store. And then you have to spend about 12 hours there. No, let the business work for you, and don't let the business, or don't work for the business. So
Yes.
it's a different mindset. Thank you, May. Anyway, any final word? We went over 37 minutes now.
I know. Oh my gosh, we can go on and on.
Oh, we can.
Because how can you just feel how proud we are with this business,
We
and
are.
how, of course, very much grateful we are that we found this business, and we are trying our best to share this and make people understand that this is a business that is very much legitimate,
Yeah.
very much doable,
Mhm.
and the convenience is there because, as Jonathan was saying a while ago, you can do it anywhere and anytime. All you need is 2 to 3 hours a day, staying consistent, right? And no matter how much we say about this, how wonderful this business is, how much we have been successful in this business, but if you do not take action, if you do not put your foot in the door,
Yes.
nothing. You do not know what you do not know, because I didn't know. I didn't know what this was all about, and so I had to make sure that I took time to take a look at it.
Mhm.
And all you have to do is go to the website of Jonathan and make sure that you register your name and your email. I don't know if you're going to advertise it later on, but that's all you need to do. And Jonathan will be sending an automated email
Mhm.
for you to be able to get a exclusive link that is going to let you watch a free webinar. And what more do you want to ask for? I mean, information is going to be provided for you so that you can understand the business concept. And
That's right.
we, as your mentors and your coaches, we will be here to assist you and guide you in whatever way we can, just to help you get up and
Thanks,
running.
Coach
So,
May. But anyway, let us end this. Thank you guys for spending your morning, spending your late night with us, and hopefully we gave giving you a lot of golden nuggets. And let me leave you this quote: Nothing grows in your comfort zone. Step out and explore. All right, thanks, Coach Gilda, and I'm glad that we've done this one. All right, guys, I will post my next episode for Global Talk, and thank you again for being here. Thank you guys for everybody that showed up. Okay, signing off. Bye.